Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Topics where the people are the topic of the conversation. Today, we got yours truly, the voice of the North himself, the owner of the podcast, Moore2live4. Hey, go and introduce yourself, big bro.
Oh yeah, man. First of all, man, shout out to you, man, and your whole team, man. I appreciate you for having me on your podcast. My name Ernest Moore, man. I go by Moore2live4 on YouTube, also known as the Voice of the North. That's all of Northern Pitt County, Northern Greenville. I reside in North Carolina, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be on this podcast, man. Yeah, man, let's get it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Okay, let's go and jump right in it, man. I want to talk about first of all, I want to talk about the channel, man. That's why I first seen you in, and I reached out to you on your YouTube channel. So give the people a little insight about your channel.
Oh yeah, man. First of all, man, yeah, that is how we, linked up, man. On my channel, I do a lot of different things, man. I started off, with the purpose of just raising awareness on autism, sickle cell, and like North Carolina prison reform, but that kind of led into a lot of different things. And what I found myself doing on my channel, really, I'm basically like giving the people an insight of the things that I like, the things that I find interesting, and I'm just, bringing the people along for the ride or whatever. But during this journey, I'm meeting some great people, like yourself.
Right. Yeah, I had seen see what caught my attention. I had seen it and I seen that you interviewed a couple inmates, a couple convicts. You know what I'm saying? So that really what made me hit you up, man. So I wanted to ask you, bro, like what led you to that field? Like, why do you interview inmates?
Well, shoot, man. For starters, man, like the most important thing, man, like that everybody need to understand, man. This for people on both sides. You know what I mean? Nobody is better than nobody. You know what I mean? That's for starters. So, and we all live the life, man, no matter where we at in life right now. We all, did things that we ain't proud of, things that we are proud of. And me personally, man, like some of the mistakes that I made in my younger days, man, that could have very well led me to prison. It almost led me to prison, to be totally honest. But man, to sum it up, man, like I know just as many people in prison that I do in college. But they have, you know what I mean? So I kind of look at them, I know they two different worlds, but it's some people, behind that wall, man, that's doing great things that people in the free world ain't even tried to do yet. You know what I mean? So that kind of led me, to wanting to dive more into the prison culture. And, on the journey, I've been able to, interview people in prison in different states, not just my state, but reached out to California, obviously Mississippi. Got a friend in Georgia, that did some time, as well as somebody in Connecticut or whatever. And my day one, my right hand, my homeboy Rashad White, I did a couple of videos on him. He locked up in North Carolina. So that kind of, with everything that I just laid out, that kind of led me, to wanting to, interview.
Yeah, man. I heard you speak about your homie, man, Rashad White, man. I watch a lot of your videos, bro. Females, the rappers.
Right.
Ex-convicts, business owners, you touch a lot of different bases, but I see a lot about Rashad White. People that don't, I know who he is. People that don't know who he is, man. Elaborate about him a little bit.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot, man. My homeboy Rashad White, man. He from the north, just like I am. Old Patos Road to be exact, whatever. And, he kind of went off the deep end, in the early 2000s or whatever. And in 2009, well, 2008 he got locked up or whatever for like one or two armed robberies, whatever. And then in the process of him sitting in county or whatever, they were able to connect him to more. So he ended up ultimately, like, he ended up getting charged with 10 armed robberies, whatever. But like with the plea that he entered, and then with all his all his crimes, all his co-defendants, all of them turning state against him, he ended up with the most time. So he ended up catching a 25-year bid, while his crimes got like 7 to 10, or one of them actually got 3 to 6 or whatever. So like he got most of the time, and he kept silent, whatever. So like that's who he is, and that's his situation. And that's why I fight for him so hard. And like I ain't too sure about other states and how they prison system set up, but like states like North Carolina, I know Virginia is definitely one of them too. But like these two particular states or whatever, like they got, it's a whole other side of the state that got mountains and stuff like that, and like, and in the prison system, whatever, like like you once you status or whatever, or they labeling you as a troublemaker or whatever, they send you all the way into the mountains. And like racism everywhere, but in these towns that these one horse, one stop sign towns that ain't seen nothing black but an inmate, you can imagine. So that's what he's been going through lately, and that's I've been raising a lot of awareness about that too. So shout out to him.
Shout out to man Rashad White, man. Free Rashad White, man. Get head up, bro.
For sure.
No better days. Free you till we see you, bro. I don't really know you like this, man, but I know you big homie, man. You locked in, bro. So locked in, I'm locked in, bro. So
For
if you ever
sure,
get
man.
a chance to see this or whatever, bro, man, you got another brother on your team, bro. And my next topic, bro, I heard earlier you said you were saying something about California. I can't too much remember what you said, but I know you were saying something about you got some Mexican talent. You want to speak up on that a little bit?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the vision that I got, man, and like you got a similar vision too. Like like when it comes to a certain message or a certain, a certain message that you're trying to put out, or a certain product, whether it's music, whether it's a book or anything like that, like you gonna automatically, look further than where you at or whatever. So me being over here on North Carolina, on the East Coast, the furthest thing from me is California. So, I always, I ain't gonna front, man, like growing up, like, all those 90s movies, man, I always been fascinated, with the LA street life, and actually going over there, seeing it up close, and actually being able to work with some people that live that life. It's quite interesting, man. And it also just goes to show that when you're being genuine, when you're being yourself, man, anything is possible. You can't just limit yourself to where you at. You got to understand who you are, but understand where you at, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, of course, makes
Sure.
sense. So it's just like I don't know if you know or not, man, but you inspired me. Inspired this stuff, bro. We did. I can't remember the count. But I think I did. I came on your show like three or four times. I can't remember, bro. But
3 or 4, might be 4, bro. Might be
yeah,
4.
it might, but three or four times. But like each and every time, man, we connected, bro, and it's like. I'm from Mississippi, man. You North Carolina, so that's a gap, man. But it's
Yeah.
like you said, you like the farther off from home, man. It's like you get more love, more connection. I don't know why it's like this, but it's like this, bro.
It shouldn't be like that, but it's like that. Because believe it or not, man, like some of them dudes on the West Coast, they were ready for somebody from North Carolina to ask them for an interview. Just on the simple fact that now they got people over here, even if it's just me, they know they got somebody over here that's in tune with what they got going on, and vice versa. So, that's how I look at it. And, I'm glad I could be some type of inspiration, man. But, like, whether you know it or not, man, like, you inspire me, and I'm pretty sure you inspire other people, man. Like, not with just what you doing, you know what I mean, with your books, with your music, and now with this podcast, but just in general, man, like not giving up. You know what I mean? Not caving in to your situation and your surroundings. You know what I mean? You fighting a good fight. And I told you that before in the video. So that's motivation and inspiration right there, bro. So it go both ways, you feel me?
Hey man, look, well, you pretty much touched bases, bro. Like I say, I really appreciate you coming through. But this long overdue, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's long
For sure.
overdue, man.
For
It
sure.
ain't gonna be the last. It's the first time, but it ain't gonna be the last time.
For
I'm
sure,
asking
man.
you back, man. I'll be back, but like I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you showing up, appreciate the support, man. Like I said before, free Rashad White, man. You got another brother here with me, bro. And before we go, man, tell them where they can find you, bro.
Oh yeah, man, definitely, man. You can tap into me, man, on Moore2live4 right on YouTube, man. You can find me on IG, Ernest Moore 163, and just regular Ernest Moore on Facebook. But on YouTube, Moore2live4. So we all got more to live for, man. And I appreciate you for having me, man. And definitely free Rashad White, man, and free YouTube. You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Well, that just wraps up another episode, man. Of course, part of the topic. Remember that y'all heard it here first, man. A late night topic, so straight from the people's mouth. Y'all be safe.